sports. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. LeBron kicks to Love. Passes to James. Good in the...
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do it better.
Freak passes to Monroe. He kicks it to Freak.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point, you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Over to the left wing. Screen by Monroe. And a wide open look for Freak. Off the left rim and out. So for the Bucks. Their last game, a loss to Chicago.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
And the Bucks making a change here. Vasquez comes in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Scott's checked in. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Harris is checked in for Irving. And both free throws good from Freak. And so here's Cleveland. It's a three-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Now here's Vasquez. 5 on the clock. Freak dishes to Vasquez. And the layup falls. Vasquez has got his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots. And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And Middleton kicks to Parker. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Cavaliers leading. And here is Shumpert. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. Kicks it to Monroe. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe. Now LeBron coming off a solid outing against Washington. Out to Shumpert. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Freak kicks to Parker. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Outside jumper. They set the pick. James outside. Clock at 6. Harris with it. Out defended by Freak.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
1:09 left to play in the first. Some solid defense from Harris.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Mozgov wide open. He fires. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Mahinmi's checked in for Cleveland. The Bucks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Harris. Good D by Parker.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They have a star-studded matchup with LeBron James going against Freak, who had this to say about playing against the King.
Man, he's just an athletic freak, you know? People call me freak, but he's a freak on the court. He can do everything.
Both guys mean so much. Clark team. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Plumlee. Chris Middleton comes in for Parker. Vasquez, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Freak subbed in for Carter Williams. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Scott comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Shumpert. And Harris subbed in for J.R. Smith. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Harris. It's Mozgov, and it's Irving at the point.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Tries from 10. They get the rebound. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 8 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Freak with it. 8 points for him. LeBron grabs the miss.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, Cleveland. Next possession.
Time now to get a glimpse at where the Cavaliers are in the NBA rankings while it's still early in the season. 3rd in scoring, 3rd in points off turnover. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And going back to their scoring average, I think it really gives them confidence. They go into every game knowing that they're going to get buckets. And a few key stops here or there, and most nights, that's all it takes.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. And stolen by Scott. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He tries for 3. Cavaliers with...
Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland comes into this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie, not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
you're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
We are in Sacramento, California, home for the Kings in an interconference basketball game here. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today?